All right, any questions on the lineup before I move on to the next?
Speaker what? What's the next?
Speaker. Thank you. We use Celestians. In the 212, a blue Alnico and a G12H anniversary. And blue Alnico magnet, the G12H is a ceramic magnet. And in simplest terms, the Alnico has a very sort of in-your-face front kind of sound, where the ceramic gives you a broader frequency range, more highs, more lows, and it seems to throw wider, has a wide throw. So you can literally mic both of them up, and they do not fight each other. They have enough characteristics where you can pull them up, and there's two different sounds right there. A lot of the guys in the studio will do just that. They'll mic up both speakers, pull one up. Oh, there's the sound great, and it's entirely different from if they pull up the other speaker. And then they go, okay, now let's put both of them together. You know, it can work using the same amp, maybe switch guitars, and it offers that flexibility. And then when you have both of them mic'd up through a PA, it's just beautiful, best of both worlds. In your face with that nice crunchy Alnico tone, and then the bigger tone with more low end from the ceramic.
Did you not like the vintage 30s, or?
No, the vintage 30s are good. They just don't really apply to our amps very well. Simply because it's the non-master. I think the vintage 30s apply better to master volume high gain amps. They have a mid-range and a crunch tone to them that I think those work the best with. We also use the gold Alnico, which is a 50 watt rated for the higher powered amps like the Monterey and the Soho HP that's a 4-tube, or the Marquis. But yeah, we tried them all. We tried even the G12H Heritage, which has that has more low end, and it just didn't, for our amps, it wasn't as good a fit as the Anniversary, which is, I think it's rated 75 hertz or something like that is what it says on the back. It's not as much of a bass kind of speaker as the 55 hertz. G12Ms, they sound cool too. You know, you could use a G12M if you wanted in lieu of the blue Alnico, but to us it's still that Alnico sounds the best. It's just sort of the fit. You know? And the gold Alnico is a speaker all of its own. To me, it's sort of like a 25 watt selection Alnico. It has that same kind of crunchy tone, but more low end. It doesn't sound anything like the blue Alnico. It's not like you're just buying a blue Alnico that can handle more power. It's a tone of its own, and it's great. A lot of metal players are into those. Anthrax, one of their guitarists, he loads all his 412s. And that's his sound. They definitely hit it out of the ballpark with that. It's its own sound. Right. And so, I should also say we make a single 12 version. We have a 210 version, and we can pretty much custom order anything. We also have a 412 cab. With the London, all of them actually, I've heard various ones, especially doing the in-stores, and I have plenty of time to play through the various ones beyond our shop. The 210 is just fabulous. It's 10-inch speakers to me work great, especially with lower power amplifiers. And in the past, we've been loading them with Jensens, which we still do. We do the same thing. We'll load one of our Alnicos with a ceramic, and it sounds great. But since then, Celestion has now come out with 10 inches, one that's like a greenback 10. We actually had a couple old ones in our shop that they modeled. They borrowed from us and modeled their reissue after. It was simply, they were engineering prototypes in the mid-60s that Marshall had requested for some of their Bluesbreaker amps that were 410 models. So they never had them as a main product line speaker. It sounds killer. So we now have that, and we also have brought out a 10-inch Alnico. They have a blue Alnico and a gold Alnico. And then maybe not the blue, they have a gold Alnico 10-inch, which I understand sounds great. Just in general, probably is amazing to load in a Fender Super Reverb as well. But so we're loading those in our 10 versions, and I can't speak highly enough about the sound of the 10-inch version. It's really good. All right, I'll move on. Let's see.